Good morning and welcome to this week's episode of A Child's Life. This is Yolande Robinson from Learn and Lead Educational Center. Albert Einstein, who is known as an intellectual genius, once said, "I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious." In fact, many individuals who are seen as intellectuals were often described as curious. So you know what other group of people are described as curious? Children. As a mother of a 2-year-old, 4-year-old, and 9-year-old, I can with extreme certainty, and not needing any science to back me, say that children are born curious. They remain curious for as long as we foster that curiosity. Think of a baby. Once they get out of the newborn stage, they are ready to explore. They constantly want to explore their world. They use their senses to experience the world. Much of their day is spent being curious. They find different ways to look at, taste, touch, and hear the things that interest them. It may be as simple as banging their spoon accidentally on their high chair. They bang it, hear a sound, and do it again because their curiosity has been piqued and they like what they hear. As our children get older and they begin to understand what they should taste and what they should not, curiosity starts to take on other forms. Curiosity may not only come in the form of where they allow their play to go, but the adults and older siblings around them may now be constantly asked, why? Although why can get quite annoying, and many parents, including myself, may try and find ways to shut down the why question out of sheer exhaustion every now and then, it's important to remember and to remind ourselves that many problems are solved and more efficient strategies found by individuals who dare to be curious and ask questions. Our children need a safe space in which to be curious. When we encourage our children to be curious, whether it is in reading books on topics of interest, making potions in the backyard, or simply asking questions, we encourage them to keep their minds active. We are moving them away from passive thinking and making them more active thinkers. Children who are more curious are also more observant. They notice more, whether it be their environment or the solving of a math problem. Their curiosity encourages them to look at things from a different perspective. So how exactly can you nurture curiosity in children? Number 1, remember that children learn through play. Encourage unstructured playtime in which they can follow their interests and spend time doing activities that pique their curiosity. Number 2, allow your child to lead. When playing with your child, allow them to take the lead so that you can encourage their curiosity. Number 3, model curiosity. Spend time sharing with your child things that pique your curiosity. This may be on a walk outside or while watching a television program. Think aloud and wonder. Number 4, answer their questions. Try your best to answer their questions in an age-appropriate way. You may not have all the answers, and this is fine, but we are lucky to live in an era where information is found extremely quickly. Perhaps make a point of looking up the information together. Number 5, ask open-ended questions. Stimulate your child's imagination and thought process by asking open-ended questions. Encourage active thinking and the making of connections. Number 6, redirect, don't discourage. It isn't common to find a child going down a road of curiosity that you're not comfortable with. Find ways to redirect the interest rather than to discourage. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of A Child's Life. A Child's Life is brought to you by Learn and Lead Educational Center. I'm your host, Yolande Robinson, and I can be reached at connect@yolandrobinson.com.